welcome back to the Intel Extreme Masters Group B for the last time tonight as we are getting ready for our final series of Group B of the main event. It's Liquid Snute against Jin Air Green Wings True. And the game is already live. We are loaded into King Sejong Station, so I'd say let's not wait any longer before we miss the 6 boot that's happening on both sides. Ah, just kidding. Someone thought I was serious. There's one guy out there. He's like, what? What production is this?
You know what?
What?
There is one man who's going for a slightly faster than usual spawning pool, and he is the red Zerg in the top left from Team Liquid. It is Snute. Do my Grizzly 9 pool introduction voice.
Grizzly?
Grizzly.
Why? Who is that?
Grizzly's like it's like super mega grungy manly, you know?
But it's not one
Like if you
person.
had a Grizzly
like...
voice. No.
Oh, okay.
Like there is a, I mean, you could be like Grizzly Adams, he's a person, but
You can also be a fan
you
of
talk
the...
with a Grizzly voice.
You can also be a fan of the Memphis Grizzlies.
Memphis. Well, that is, I was not aware of the existence of the Memphis Grizzlies.
I'm not sure if they still exist, but it could have been the Vancouver Grizzlies as well. It's been a long time. I think the Grizzlies might be gone. That's sad, actually, when you think about it. Over here, in the right bottom side of King Sejong Station, Tournament Live is on the line for him as well, and he's going with a hedge first. It's Jin Air Green Wings True.
So the way these build orders pan out, right? He should.
How many drones is he gonna get?
He should be able to cancel the hatchery.
Oh, he gets another drone. If he gets another drone, he's the greediest Zerg in history.
Drones and gas and drones and drones and drones.
Still,
and
though.
drones.
Very greedy opening over here by True. This should be exactly what our Liquid Snute is looking for. Overlord is going to see the Zerglings, but at this point it does not really matter anymore because nothing you do will change the fate of this hatchery unless Snute decides to go greedy.
This spawning
go for
pool,
the main
the
base.
spawning pool timing from True is unbelievably late.
He cancelled the extractor, by the way. Yeah, because he went 15, then 16, then gas, back to 16 again, and then spawning pool. So the spawning pool is indeed incredibly late. If Snute would have known that, I think he actually could have done some work with Zerglings in the main mineral line, but that's a very risky move. He goes for the guaranteed kill, and that is the hatchery. Is he mining gas on the other side of the map? Yes, he is. Kill it, cancel it.
Cancel! There we go.
Man, that was a very last minute
Drone,
cancel.
run! Run for your life!
True has a lot of faith in the Chinese interwebs. This is still tricky for him as well. He's going to have to micro his drones a little bit. Of course, right now you can say that he's ahead in
Dude,
drones.
I think even if the drones tried to get us around, if you were to fight before the links pop, that would still, it could almost be game ending.
Yeah, no, you definitely don't want to do that.
What is the drone count at?
It's like 16 against 13, but now Snute will overtake him because he has a much faster queen, which means he has an inject machine, he has more larvae to work with, and above all, speed is already on the way for Snute. And of course, Snute has a much better scout than True has over here.
Yeah, I like that much. He's like been poking this hatchery. He's like, yeah, man, you better worry about me potentially just sniping your main base, bro.
The speed link follow-up is going to be the most interesting thing. This Overlord will see this drone heading down now, and I think that True is good enough to realize, like, hey, if you actually wanted to expand immediately, then this hatchery would have already gone up. So without seeing the extractor, True knows that speed is going to be done for Snute way before he will ever get speed.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a very good point. And Bailey has to wait for Snute as well, so...
These guys are so good, Nate.
He has the opportunity to get Grizzly.
He's a grizzly.
He's the grizzly bear.
He's a very ugly grizzly, but... counts. Still counts. Either way, nothing but Zerglings on the production tab for Snute. Speed is about to finish up for him. Baning is going down, like we said. Which means, oh, if True goes out too far, Nate, with these Zerglings... These Zerglings are playing with fire because they're slow, and Snute Zerglings are going to be very, very, very fast. Oh,
That's
this Overlord.
True. Oh, he sees. He knows.
It's really good for True because now he knows that Snute already has speed.
Yeah. Oh, he's going to make some Banelings. And, oh, you know what? Zerglings, slow as they may be, these Baneling
Do you want to?
Don't move
Do you want to do this, though? Do you want to do this? Okay, cancels one of them.
This is getting scary. Okay, so Banes are going to finish up. Let's see what he can do with these. Oh, he's
look at all the speed links. That is the one thing. The queens are already on the ram, though. I feel so far True is doing a really good job in buying time, but will he be able to keep his hatchery alive? One of the queens.
Oh, with that spine on the high ground, he should be able to.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be okay over here.
He could attack the hatch from one direction. I don't know.
Yeah, but like the queens have a lot of energy. I think that would be too many links wasted, and then Snute would have to worry about the counterattack again. So perhaps it's better for Snute to just macro up, and that's exactly what he does. He's still 5 workers ahead. Either way, really solid play in the last 2 minutes of this game from both sides. Without too much happening, I think True played that very, very well.
Yeah, nice, nice hold so far.
Oh, he's doing this very well too.
Yeah, he's trying to get these Banelings on top of the Zerglings, but it's just not working out. Now his speed is done, so good setup.
Also, of course, we got a lot of tweets in our break. There are people watching from Helsinki, people watching from Indonesia, people watching from New Zealand. So we really enjoyed the updates. The Dutch star player Shark was watching from France. Good luck to him. With a pool and a grill. We're very jealous.
Yeah, that's...
Then again, we have that life 356 days a year because we live in Southern California, so we're not that jealous.
These Banelings are trying to get on top of the drones. The Zerglings...
That is actually a very successful little run by. This is not game ending, but I feel that Snute did a reasonable amount of damage over there. He did sacrifice a lot of Zerglings, so he has to worry about the counterattack once more. We can see that it's drones, but Snute doesn't know, so Snute is forced to reproduce the Zerglings that he just sacrificed, because this happens so often in ZvZ. You run a bunch of Zerglings into the main and you think you do okay, but then you die against the counterattack. So Snute wants to make sure that's not happening. True on the other end doesn't want to roll the dice and goes up to 3 bases himself.
Yep. Oh wow, this guy tweeting. He says he's on an oil rig. He's watching us from international waters.
Really?
Yeah, apparently. I guess he could technically be on domestic waters, but
he's
he's on an
just-
oil rig.
That is badass. That is really badass. I don't know what to say. Other than, like, I just imagine him right now looking as a badass as well.
Yeah.
Because this guy does not mess around. If he's watching from an oil rig. Respect. No, that's cool. It's really fun to hear from you guys. You guys are awesome. 2 Banelings morphing over here. True is aware of it. Snoot's gonna try to cancel this hatch, but I think that True has more than enough Zerglings. Oh, look, the big old Zerglings around. Man, True, his Zergling movement has been really sexy. And there's still no way out for these Zerglings. Wow, True it did not so well.
Nice.
Oh my god, only... Oh, no!
Did that just happen? Oh.
For all the good he just did. Ow. I'm speechless.
I don't know what to say.
Ah, Shark got picked up by Mouse. I did not even know that.
Yeah, man.
When did that happen? After his good remake run?
After it's sick.
Yeah. I'm losing the connection with my Dutch brothers.
Oh. Oh, he's baiting. I actually can't believe he lost all of those.
Yeah, that was pretty... I mean, there is still hope on the horizon for True. As he's firing up +1 missile attacks. Of course, this is so nice for Snute, because normally you have to worry about those 30 Zerglings running around the map, trying to be annoying, run into your mineral line, morphing into Banelings. Now Snute didn't have to worry about that. Snute is actually still keeping under pressure as well, making this as frustrating as possible for True, who wants to do nothing more than just build drones and actually get a bunch of roaches out. That was actually a beautiful GIF. I want to see that on Reddit by the end of the morning, guys. Before Nate and me start our next cast,
there needs to be a GIF of it so that we can feature it on our next cast.
yes, that would be great.
Them Banelings, man.
That was beautiful.
So now we've moved on to that part of the game where there are a lot of roaches. And not just a lot of roaches, but a lot.
Alright, now in general I know that Snute loves maxing out on the roaches before doing anything else, before adding an infestation pit, before adding a Hydralisk den, because, you know, just running around with 200 supply roach is often better than running around with roaches and Hydras, because it's very easy to be caught out of position, because roaches are so fast and flexible, and they can burrow, and you know, you can do beautiful things with roaches. However, if you max out on roaches and the other guy has the same upgrades as you and he just sits back with Roach Hydra, then Roach Hydra can be better. But the moment you move out, especially before you're sort of maxed out, it's often better to just go roaches and roaches only. But I'm pretty damn sure that True knows that as well. As so far, his ZvZ has looked very, very solid this tournament. He's 2-0 in series against Revival. Was it 4-1 or 4-0 in maps against Revival?
He's 2-0-2-0'd him. So.
Okay, 2-0-2-0. So he's 4-0 against Revival, someone that we in general in WCS America consider as a very, very strong Zerg player, especially in Mirror as well, because Revival has even, you know, made it out of groups with Bjorn and Pyo, sorry.
Yeah. You make a good point though about the Roach Hydra Roach thing. Typically speaking, in Zerg versus Zerg, if you try to switch into Hydralisks too quickly,
You have the investment that you made into the Hydralisk Den, which is the cost of 2 roaches. Then you have the upgrades, which is going to be another couple roaches. So suddenly you have like you're missing like 15, 16 supply of units, and then you tie up a good amount of supply of units in the actual Hydralisks themselves before they come out. So
I must.
you gotta be careful.
Yeah, I mean Snute is ahead. I think in this game he's slightly ahead in almost everything. Slightly more workers, slightly more roaches, slightly ahead in upgrades. But I think it's pretty respectable that True is still in such a good position as he's currently in. He's actually getting his 4th base quicker than Snute as well. And I like where he's getting it, because this is quicker reinforcement, so he can always use this base to just reinforce. He even has a macro hatch in the main as well. Does Snute have macro hatch? Well, True is going nuts. True loves roaches as much as we do, Nate. Baneling speed being researched for Snute, I do like that. But that's a lot more effective against Hydras than it is against roaches. But then again, you know, rolling in with 20 banelings from the side can also change the tide in battle when it comes to roach versus roach. Really interesting play, really interesting things happening over here. True's maxed out, Contaminate being used on the evolution chamber of Snute. I love this upgrade.
Sick.
Nate, damn it, Roddy, stop.
Denying them upgrades now. The roach wrecking ball has hit the rocks. And can he break him?
29 banelings though, but where are they coming from? And is it spotted by this overseer? I don't think he saw it. The overseer was in the main. But True will be able to swing around and actually get a very easy cancel on this 4th base of Snute. Well, he already has this 4th hatch, and above all, he has this macro hatch as well. Snute is getting more and more banelings, but this is not the position that he's looking for. This is not a good engagement at all for Snute. The banelings are in the back.
He's trying to let those banelings squeeze through. That's one way to kind of do it. He's moving forward once again, and Snute, though, both players even supply, but we have to keep in mind his baneling speed is just finished up, so these roaches still splitting pretty damn well. And but the reinforcements for True are coming in too.
And the reinforcements from True are going to be so sick, as he has so many more hatcheries to work with. Snute has a small upgrade advantage in this fight, 2-1 against 1-1. But the roach count is still in favor of True. And look at the production count, 34 roaches. If Dot was here, he would say disgusting, because that's what it is, unless you play Zerg. Then it's beautiful.
And then even if you're on the losing end as a Zerg player, that can still be disgusting to deal with.
Oh, what a brother! Did you see that? Man, what a bro. Either way, Snute is in a lot of trouble, all jokes aside. Phenomenal comeback here by True, who was really not having a great game early on. Got unlucky. Got the unlucky end of the build order stick early on. Drew a short stick. Fought his way back, then lost a bunch of Zerglings to Speedlings, but still survived. No, lost a bunch of Zerglings to 2 banelings.
Yeah, I like this. He's being very mobile with his roach force. He's very active, hitting both bases.
Sandwich as well.
And sandwiching this army. Yeah, pretty nicely, I'd have to say.
Pretty nicely, Nate. This is really beautiful, let's be honest.
This is actually
we all would love to see Snute put up one hell of a performance at this Intel Extreme Masters, but we have to give credit where credit is due, and this has been truly beautiful ZvZ by True. There's nothing else to it. Great macro. Definitely didn't get lucky early on, but slowly but steady crawled his way back into this game. Look at this roach. He's trailing. Man, this roach is dancing, queen. He's like, roaches just wanna have fun. Some players wanna have a roach and hide it away from the rest of the world, but not this one. This roach just wanna march in the sun. Something like that.
That's right.
Oh, don't march into the sun, that would be too hot.
You said it better than I ever could have.
Either way, that was a really cool game by True. Just impressive, man. Like, if you open up like that, Nate, you get a 15 hatch against the 9 pool opening from your opponent. Then you get 15 gas, and then you get a 16 pool, and then just finding your way back into the game like that is impressive.
That's not easy. Yeah, that's not easy at all. So, very impressive play by True in that map. And do we know what the second map is?
Soon, Nate. Soon, TM.
TM.
It's going to be Nimbus once more.
Looks like a lot of people don't actually hate Nimbus that much, huh?
No, I think Nimbus has provided us a lot of good games over the last few days. I think it will only get better from this point on. This could very well be the last game of the series, guys. So once more, make sure to follow twitter.com/IEM. Show them your love and support. It's been a bumpy weekend so far at the Intel Extreme Masters in China. We are not going to deny that, but I know that we have a very dedicated team of professionals trying to make things better over there on the other side of the world. And if not, they can always still go to Macau and gamble, because Macau is pretty close to Shenzhen.
You would know about that. You would know about that.
I would.
So we're loading in, guys, to game number 2. And this guy in the bottom right needs 2 wins to move on, or he'll be eliminated. It's the Red Zerg player from Team Liquid, Snute.
Nate, I feel like you're losing energy, which is a bad sign because this is only one of the 3 broadcasts we're doing in the next 24 hours.
Yeah.
Over here on the left bottom side of the map, we have the Korean Kespa Zerg from Jina Green Wings. It is True. And True is going to return the favor.
True, who will 10 pool you with Banelings.
For shoe with glue.
Yeah.
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 Imagine if Banelings had glue.
Did you say Banelings have glow sticks or glue?
No, glue. Like, they have sticky paws. So then you have what is fast?
Banelings
A
had
Zergling. And then like a Baneling can jump on the back of a Zergling because he has glue.
Whoa.
And then you can just like kamikaze Zerglings with +1 Banelings.
Yeah, man.
Oh, this is a temple Baneling. This is not going to work because Artosis hates this build.
You know, I think I've heard more in terms of when this build gets used of people saying that Artosis hates it,
Yeah.
rather than this build actually losing, though.
No, this build loses very often. I can guarantee you, whenever Artosis is not playing Hearthstone, he sees this build, he gets sad.
All right, I can dig it. Yeah, we got a tweet from someone from Sweden. Shout out to Scandinavia. I love Sweden so much.
Tjenare Sudnus. Vill du ha lite kul? Kex, S2.
Okay, you're...
I'm just flirting with him in Swedish. That's why.
Oh, okay. You wouldn't know those lines.
Mhm.
I got nothing. I think I learned how to I learned how to say thank you, which is like easiest thing ever in Swedish.
Tack.
Tack.
Tack. Tack
Easy
så mycket.
peasy.
Sudnus.
Yeah, no.
Nate, next time you go to DreamHack, just after every line you just say Sudnus.
All I remember,
love you.
all I remember is, and there's like a line in one of the commercials that we did for like Fragbite. Like I know how to say surf without worries because
Okay.
it was in the internet commercial.
By the way, it was not the Temple Bane, so I lied. Let's focus on this game because this is, of course, a very important game. It's actually
Just
a Temple
Temple Speed.
Speedling. That is pretty bizarre.
Which can be a bit better than
Yes,
Temple Baneling.
I like this more, and I think if Artosis is not losing a game in Hearthstone right now, he would like this more too.
I mean, that's a beautiful part about that game, though. You can watch this and play it at the same time.
I'm teasing. I love Dan. Dan is gonna kick ass this weekend at DreamHack Valencia. I know he will. He always does.
Yeah, so let's see what happens with these speedlings as he begins to move across the map.
Yeah, this is tricky. Snute is going to scout this right now. That speed is... Oh my god, the timing. The spine is actually very exposed. He could actually just jump on the spine immediately. This is really bad for Snute. Because he's gonna lose his spine. This is not beautiful, Nate.
Yeah, this is difficult.
I mean, at the end of the day,
if he doesn't
he
die,
needs time.
he's way ahead.
Yeah, like these Zerglings will get intercepted. But, yep, 2 of them get picked off. However, these queens are in really good positions.
Yeah, I can dig this. This is actually...
Snoop doesn't have enough energy to get his own speed, though. He's actually getting a Baneling Nest before speed. Okay. There's still a chance that he's going to lose his hatchery, but even if that happens, that is not necessarily the end of the world. It's not good, it's not beautiful. We would love to see it different if we are on Team Snute, but this is still something that Snute can work with, because just now, True goes back to building drones. He's down 8 workers, so yes, you're even on bases, but you're down 8 workers. However, Speedlings are very good in evening worker counts up.
Yeah. This is... I'm not honestly sure what True does from here. Is he's still just making...
I mean, he has
Zerglings?
map control.
Now
No, he's making drones. He was already making drones before. He doesn't have to do that much. He knows that it's going to be very hard for Snute to go up a base because Snute has like no larva. This is still a good scenario for True. Like,
Yeah,
I was a little bit
trying to pick off a few drones here and there too. He's denying the gas mining.
Oh, look at this one Baneling. It's like hiding very well.
Yeah,
I like that.
The hidden Baneling.
Okay, Baneling Nest is going down for True. I actually think that True doesn't have to push the issue as hard as he's doing.
True's just saturating the one base that he's on, and then he's just going to go for a Baneling follow-up.
Which he really doesn't have to do. I don't think it's a bad decision because he's still up in Zerglings, so eventually you could say like to just start trading, but it's very easy to lose a... Oh, no! Oh, okay, that was an A for effort there, Snute. I like the idea, but most likely your Baneling will die. However, he's getting 2 more Baneling. Like, I really think that True should just expand and drone up. Like, there's... that really would have been a proper play. I feel that he's giving Snute away to come back in this game. Snute is caught off a little bit off guard, has 4 drones on the extractor. Nate, carry me. I don't want to be that guy that like talks over you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's an awkward position to be in, mostly because that hatchery is so late for him. So even if he does a little bit of damage, just having the injects off of both hatcheries is just gonna. This game should snowball, and they're gonna block this ramp.
Yeah,
like, what do you do now?
Drone.
What do you do?
You drone. That's literally that all both players will do from this point on. And now we have a very interesting. Okay, True is up 5 workers, but Snute maybe has a few more queens to work with. But like the one good thing we can say, oh, if he gets his overload, that is kind of nice. You know, all small things.
Yeah. That's actually a really good pickup.
Yeah, look at his other queen. He's like pushing each other forward.
Okay, so not quite as fun anymore.
All right, so I mean, the good thing is, I guess, that Snute will have an extra queen ready to inject his natural hatchery immediately. True does not have that. So in that way, Snute can catch up in the work account. It's still possible. Anything is still possible in this game.
Yeah.
Greetings from England. Now, Nathanius actually has a great English accent. British accent, I should say.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm actually am English. we Skyped in Apollo. He's here for both broadcasts at the moment.
Man, your imitations are good. I love it, mate.
It's fantastic. He's trying to get in on this third base, but there's not really an opportunity with Banelings on creep. It's going to be a bit difficult to do, Kalaris.
This is awesome. I can dig it, Nate. I really dig it. Either way, +1 armor being researched. You know, imagine if you would just like one day wake up and can only talk like that. I don't think I could ever cast with you again.
I had at one of the tournaments I did in college for like a mock trial. I had to be English, and I was told by my coach, be British. As soon as we got on the bus to leave, I spent 4 days only talking like it. It was sick.
You started to believe you were British by the end of the trip?
It was actually hard to switch it off after like 5 days in a row.
You come home, you're like, hello, Mom.
It was bad.
Alrighty, there are Banelings running around in the middle of the map. This +1 carapace is interesting though, Nate.
Yeah, I mean, so the carapace, if you guys are just a little bit curious as to why you would go with an armor upgrade and not a weapons upgrade in Zerg versus Zerg, basically, if you are playing with Zerglings versus Banelings, it takes normally 1 Baneling to kill a bunch of Zerglings, but if you have this upgrade, all your Lings will survive with 1 hit point. So theoretically, you could say, oh, it takes an extra Bane to kill.
Yep. +1 missile attacks is on the way for True, so he's showing us that he wants to open up with just roaches. This is a very, very wide open map, so in theory, you could say 3 bases, yeah, it's kind of easy to defend with roaches. 4 bases, however, Nate, it's a different ball game. Snute is gonna fire up +1 missile attacks as well, but there is still a chance that maybe he could do something with a bunch of speedlings. But then again, it's a big larva commitment. However, Snute is up in workers though, so this one queen definitely did her job.
Yeah. This has just been both players have kind of like traded a blow in different weird ways. But Snute, I'm trying to see if there's any like big edges. I do like this carapace upgrade though,
Yeah,
because
the double.
yeah, the carapace upgrade is really nice. Like +1 attack for roaches is the most important like early game upgrade for this matchup. But
wow, the work account suddenly exploded for Snute, but then again, it just did for True as well. 60 against 43 looked really dramatic. In other mirror matchups, you're like, what can I do? Nothing I can do. Alright, I like what True is doing over here as well. He's picking off a bunch of these creep tumors, just making map vision a little bit more difficult for Snute. Once again, it's already quite late over here for us in Southern California, but we appreciate all of your tweets. And of course, you know, we're casting a little different, but it doesn't change that this game is very important, as the winner of this series will move on to the single elimination bracket round of 8, the Into Extreme Masters Shenzhen, and the loser will have to go home.
yeah, this is a very important match, especially if True can take this. But Snute has a long way to go since he does need to win both maps. And based on the way that this game started out, I would have said, okay, you know, didn't completely die to that fast pool, that fast speed attack, but now it's come down to the stage where I still like Snute's position, mostly because he has that fast armor upgrade. So his roaches are going to be just a little bit more beefy.
4 roaches streaming down this ramp. Of course, True just trying to make something happen as well. Somehow trying to find an opening. If you can get a couple of drones each time you do a small or you attempt a small little run by like this, then you can be quite pleased, quite satisfied with it. In general, though, Nate, I feel that normally Snute is very good in these late stage he just roach. Let's just both mass roach games. Like last game, it didn't really work out for him. I was kind of surprised to see him throw in like the 20+ banelings, especially in the way that he was finally forced to engage. But I also want to just give all credit to True for that, because he was like just swinging around from all sides and made it very hard for Snute to find a proper engagement.
Yeah, this is. He hasn't really been giving up too many opportunities, and this is a very aggressive move by Snute. I love the army positioning though. So many of True's roaches are backed up by his natural area, but though the spread is good as he starts to move down the ramp. Snute's trying to reinforce, but man, this map is so big. Reinforcing is not really an easy thing to do.
Exactly, I think you nailed it there. This was a really good fight for Snute, but he's still going to be forced to disengage soon because, you know, like you said, the base is just too far away. It takes too long for reinforcements to make their way across the map. However, he definitely made the best of it, though. That could have gone so much worse. I have no idea. A couple of roaches really wants to die over there. Oh. And at the same time, a couple of Zerglings and Banelings might be able to force a cancel on this fort hatchery on the right top side of the map. Do we have a macro hatch once more? Yes, we do. No macro hatch yet for Snute. Oh, actually, wow, because he didn't use those Banelings, Snute is able to save his fort base. Now he's going to have to worry about these roaches, though. And let's not forget, Snute's still working on double evolution chain, where it could be 2-2 roaches against 2-0. And then the drums of our Foreign Hope. One of the 2 Foreign Hopes, is that correct? Because Puck as well?
Yeah, Puck is still in it.
Yeah, and in Group D we have no Foreign Hope. Oh, we have Jim. Jim is a Foreign Hope. Aw, hey, don't be like that.
Jim?
Not like, yeah, Jim. Jim is definitely Foreign Hope. I love the mass contaminate play that we're going to see over here. I think True is aware of the fact that Snute is most likely going to have a nice upgrade advantage on him, so he's just going to contaminate for days. Obviously.
Oh my god.
That's a risk.
That is just dirty.
Yep. And literally, man, imagine if they would drop contaminate on you.
Ugh.
Ugh.
I don't want that. I don't want that on me.
Once again, we see Snute throwing in the Banelings. Tiny bit surprised, Nate. How do you feel about it, Nate?
I mean, it's something that, like, in theory, if a Baneling connects with 3 or more units, I think, like someone did like the math ages ago, it can almost always be cost effective. But roaches. They honestly move so quick, especially on creep, that even Banelings with speed on creep are not going to get... It's really hard to get good connections.
The ultimate stare down is going to be 2-0 roaches, and suddenly, like in a weird way, True is going to have the upgrade advantage, which shouldn't work, but +2 missile attacks will be ready within 13 seconds, +2 armor soon as well. Here come those Banelings. True is just working on that fort base. This is such a bizarre fight, Nate. Even when I'm zoomed out as far as I am right now, I cannot capture all the action.
Yeah, oh, these Banelings trying to come in there. You see the famous roach split.
True. But I mean, he's committing as well, though.
He's got roaches coming in from absolutely everywhere right now.
+2 armor.
It's tricky, but yeah, +2 finishes up for Snute.
I kind of like this fight now for True.
This arc is sick for True.
Yeah, 22 roaches are on the way. I think Snute will be able to stabilize, but he lost his fort base there. He lost that macro hatch as well.
Really smart job focusing down the queen. Like, both players even supply right now, but True has a reasonable bank, and he also has a lot of roaches in production. He contaminates again on something.
And he has two hatcheries more than Snute has. That's pretty massive.
He has a greater ability to spend
really
money.
I mean, Snute does have a massive upgrade advantage now. Do you think that is enough to actually just run in and try to win? The roach count is 59 against 48, because True actually has 10 workers more, and that is not reflected in the supply. We do
I think Snute could do this with those upgrades.
2-2 against 2-0.
Yeah, True does not want to take this fight. He's going to move in. Snute has a good spread. He's got those upgrade advantages. And, I mean, some of these forces are coming in a little bit more quickly because of the reinforcement rally distance, but Zergling's coming in to help finish off the supply. I'm still not sure how I feel about that.
Oh, it's so close, but this might actually still be good enough for Snute. Upgrades could potentially reign supreme. 2-1 has finished up now for True, but True is forced to retreat. Liquid Snute is still alive in this tournament. He may have lost his fort base, Nate, but he's killing so many of the roaches over here that he's going to trap these as well. What else do we have for True? Okay, he still has a lot of roaches, though. So Snute, 37 against 25. Snute is going to disengage. I mean, he sees, okay, you have a fort base, but it's not saturated, so maybe this is not all that bad for me. And that's right, Snute, it is not all that bad for you, as you still have an upgrade advantage. I do not really understand why you don't see burrows sometimes. Like, look at all these low HP roaches. That bothers me. It bothers me, mate.
Yeah, it's a bit perplexing, to say the least. This game has definitely been a bit of a cracker, I'd say, Rocky.
Good move around here by Snute. as he's going to be able to eventually kill the fourth base from True as well. This has truly been a very fun ZvZ series. Man, we got spoiled, you know? Yeah, this might be like a grave shift for us, and we might be sitting here in the middle of the night in Southern California in the studio, but the games have been really entertaining, very back and forth. We saw ridiculous things, and it's awesome to see these two players being so evenly matched. Snute showing so much respect to this hatchery of True. No, don't sacrifice all these roaches, Snute. This game is too close for that.
Yeah, I still think like it's so hard to call because that fourth hatchery still is up over there. He has not killed it yet. But True, like I want to believe that Snute is like in an almost like dominating position because of this +2 armor. Like I don't know. Said oh, great casting build, love from France. Aw, thank you Dalek 404.
How do we have a great casting build?
I don't know, man.
Do we have a build for tonight?
I don't know how you would define a casting build, right?
Me neither. I'm
like
intrigued
open two mic, one beer cup headset.
No, our build would be like wake up at 10, run around, eat wings, up in the car at 8 p.m. It's kind of a long build, man.
Yeah, this has been a really long build. Especially, I'm a morning person, so
and this is still the early mid game for us because we have two more shows.
Yeah, this is actually the first map of potential best of 5.
All right, Snute is gonna try it one more time with his banings. This is a really important engagement because Snute does not have a fourth hatchery.
The splits.
The roach split is
real.
good, but the roach count and the roach upgrades are still in favor of Snute. However, though, these banings still okay. These were some juicy baning connections. A couple of drones getting blown up as well. And I see nothing but red roaches, which should be a good sign for our Norwegian Zerg player. Yeah, he's up 20 roaches, Nate. I think he's done it.
I think he's got it, Roddy. These roaches swarming over True. And this will be it for this map. Snute is going to tie things up, or at least should be able to tie things up to bring this series to a 1-1 standstill. We will have just one final game to determine who the last player to get out of this group is, because Snute, he will not be knocked down that easily.
He won't give up. He won't surrender. He will stand tall as a strong, independent Norwegian young man who proved to us that he don't need no women to make it to the round of 8. He's not there yet, but...
Amen.
I do think that Snute is a strong, independent young man.
Yeah, he's a good guy, and these roaches are going to finish overwhelming the rest of his forces. True, he really put up quite a bit of a fight, and I think if he was able to hold on just a little bit longer, that fourth hatchery gives him a cool, a sexy position, but it's just not enough. And Snute takes the game. We are tied 1 apiece now. So, one last game for this broadcast here.
Yes, and it's a really important one. I must say I'm really stoked for the final series as well. It's funny because twice you think that the player who has the edge in the opening phase of the game actually ends up losing it. Like game 1, you really feel that Snute got what he was looking for, wasn't able to close it out. Game 2, you felt that True got what he was looking for. I really think that True should have expanded so much quicker. Like you have 16 speedlings in your opponent's main base. You have speed, he doesn't. You can just expand. Like, why start mining gas again? Why get banelings when there is no threat? He saw the extractor as well of Snute. Snute only mined like 65 gas, just enough for a baneling nest. Couldn't even get speed on his own. Like, there was really no reason that True shouldn't have expanded quicker. But it's very easy to sit here and, we're just chilling and like making British accents and having fun with you guys over the Twitter universe. So it's a lot easier to analyze the game. Of course, for True, this is a really important series as well.
Yeah.
This is like his first big foreign tournament, I assume.
Yeah,
right?
I think so.
You can probably double check that for me.
Yeah. He's been playing mostly in Pro League.
Yep.
And he's done well in Pro League, but
He made it to the...
He was top 4 of GSL Season 2? Yeah. He's been doing well, but he hasn't played outside of Korea.
Can you click on that real quick? On that? Did I just completely forget about that?
Yeah,
Codes?
Season 2.
Click here on Codes. Sorry, guys. This is like the most unprofessional thing that I've ever done. Which... okay. The one
Yeah,
with
Sue
Sue
lost
the
to...
ZvZ series.
Yeah, True lost to Sue.
That is correct. True beat. Man, True beats us back then. No wonder he's a beast. So, how can you get that far in GSL Codes and like struggle so much in... ZvT? I guess all the top trainers went to America and Europe. I guess that helps.
Yeah.
At least some of them. Either way, it's impressive that Snute is putting up such a fight against someone who made it to the GSL Codas semifinals. Because that is nothing to mess with. If you make it to the GSL semifinals, then you are a force to be reckoned with.
If you qualify for GSL,
yes,
the gauntlet you have to go through, you become a force to be reckoned with.
So we're just waiting as one of the guys, Messi also, was not able to join our lobby. He's going to try again. Both Snute and True are very eager to start the series. Man, a lot of cool moves as well. Like, it's late, so we, of course, apologize if we miss a minor detail here and there. But the contaminates, the timing of that one fight, because that fight could have gone so much worse for True already if he didn't drop those contaminates. Because instead of fighting against 2-2 roaches, he was fighting with 2-0 against 1-1, which is in theory good for him.
Maybe if he tried to just take a fight right there when he had that upgrade advantage caused by the contaminates. And
yeah. He sort of tried, but he was also perhaps getting too fancy with roach run-by, sniping the fort, and like kiting banelings. I had no freaking idea how he was doing that.
Yeah, that was sick.
That was insane. Either way, we are currently loaded into our final map of the series. It's currently 3:30 for us here in Southern California, but we know that so many of you StarCraft fans around the world are still awake and watching these games. Hopefully you've been enjoying it. And Nate, we are getting ready for our final series of the night.
That's right. Only one spot left for tonight's games to get into that bracket stage. And this guy, of course, he won the last game. He tied things up. He wants to move on. It is Liquid Snute.
Snute, quite the beast.
And his opponent in the top right, of course, the blue Zerg player representing Jin Green Wings. It is True. And True is pretty good at StarCraft.
They both are. If Snute makes it out of this group, that is super impressive. Like we saw it earlier today. Someone on Reddit posted as well. It's like, hey, who plays Snute in the GSL Codas group? Because that's pretty much what you look at when you see True, Innovation, and Stork. You know it's not going to be an easy day, but it's going to be a very challenging day. And we know that Snute is the type of foreigner that loves a big challenge.
Yeah, and of course, this has been an exciting match. You guys have shown a lot of your support. Hashtag in IEM. It's been cool. People messaging. Last couple ones, Sweden. Still a lot of France. Someone from Norway.
Our Swedish conversation. I used to know more Swedish. Hey,
man.
I forgot most of it. Very sad. But I still know the most important lines.
Better than me. I never really learned any.
Alright, so Snute is opening up with a 14 pool this game against the Hatch first from True. Once again, if he gets one more drone, he's real greedy. This is such a greedy opening. It's the same opening as he went for on King Sejong Station. However, this time it should not be an issue for him.
Yeah, this is. I mean, the spawning pool from Snute has not come fast enough to really put on any reasonable amount of pressure. So at this point, he's basically just kind of setting his way, and there's not really too much that I think he can do against this.
No, not at all. Snute is going to be in a small economic deficit. However, since Snute did not drop an extractor, I'm getting a gasless feeling over here from Snute, so that is a little different. We haven't really seen a game being played out like this.
Yeah.
And we saw what True did against Revival when Revival played gasless. I kind of forgot what happened. I just know it wasn't beautiful if you're a fan of Revival. Or you're part of Revival's little corner.
Did he just kill him with Zerglings?
Yeah, I think that's what happened, which shouldn't happen. Because that's the whole point of playing gasless, you have a wall.
Yeah, I don't know. It's really tricky at times. He tried to build a bunch of evolution chambers, I think, too, and like drone pull, and it was not enough.
Still a lot of tweets incoming, and of course, once more, a big shout out to production crew and all the people in China as well. I really hope that tomorrow everything will go smooth for the guys at the mainstream as well. So it's been bumpy, and of course we apologize for that. But a lot of the issues are actually completely out of control of the ESL crew, and these were venue issues. And you know, Nate, you go to a venue, you check everything out, everything works, then you set everything up, and then suddenly it doesn't work. There's not much you can do. Your fate is not in your own hands anymore.
Yes, I mean sometimes the technological fun bus of esports, you got to back it up. You got to back it up sometimes.
Put some new cargo in it.
Yeah, exactly.
Either way, True did not scout either this game. If these Zerglings get into the main base, that is a scout that he would love, Nate.
Yeah.
Because if he wasn't sure yet what he's... Okay, he sees the extractor, clicks on it. He's like, okay, you mind 100 gas now. Hey, that's kind of interesting. I didn't even see that.
Yeah. Oh, and this guy. So the Zergling definitely got the scout that he's looking for. I like this tweet, man. This guy's watching IEM from Tehran. He's upset because he wants both Zergs to get out. He's like, I have to watch one of the Zergs lose.
Iran, that's Iran, right? Capital of Iran? Or is it Lebanon? No,
I'm
I think
not
it's Iran.
knowledgeable enough to want to expose my
It's
lack
a
of
capital
knowledge.
of Iran. Man, that's super awesome. Did not expect that. It's cool.
There are actually people watching from all over the world, we've learned today.
Yeah, we have people on oil rigs, we have people from Iran, we have people from all the popular European countries, Australians, someone in New Zealand as well. I actually want to ask the guy from New Zealand, like, how many sheeps do you own? Because there's so many sheeps in New Zealand that anyone watches this broadcast, he must own a whole lot of sheeps. Either way, Nate. Baneling nest halfway down for Snute. There are a bunch of speedlings just running into his main base, while Snute has nothing but slow Zerglings. He does have a Baneling nest, he does have queens. With more Zerglings coming in, you need to hold. Oh my god, this is bad for Snute.
The
Nate.
crazy thing is, True made it really look like he was just coming into a regular game, but he built a lot of Zerglings that honestly you don't normally expect to be able to do this much. So he's getting in on top of a lot of these drones as well.
He cancels the Banelings. That is terrifying news for our Snute. But actually, man, these queens are doing some serious work. And somehow, Snute has not lost a whole lot of workers yet. Oh my god, he only lost 5 drones. He had so many more. Snute is even building drones now. Snute, you're not out of the woods just yet.
Yeah, more lings are going to run in, but the Banelings for Snute, there's some Banelings about to finish here.
Man, True is making a massive commitment to steal speedlings, and yes, he might be able to cancel this base while he has his own turret, and I guess then he's still sort of satisfied with it. Is Snute gonna try to keep that base alive? I sort of think he is. He's gonna send Banelings over. He's morphing more Banelings. Has to do it real soon though. This hatch is losing HP. If Snute keeps that base alive, he's in a pretty damn sweet position.
Yeah.
And he is keeping it alive for now. Banelings fail!
No!
So close!
Oh.
But there are Banelings on the ramp, right? Snute? No.
Oh.
But there's a Baneling at the bottom of the ramp.
Now he's coming
Hotel
in.
California.
He's trying to get in on top of this force. Oh, the drone's trying to hold these lings in position. Not quite enough. The Baneling is there.
Sick hold so far though by Snute. He's still up 10 workers, Nate. He's still up 10 workers.
There's still only speedlings being made by True.
Yeah, True's never give up, never surrender. It's 15 speedlings now against 17 for Snute. Snute has still Banelings though.
He can't possibly be. Oh, True has a Baneling. Okay, that's not a bad detonation for True. He still, I still feel like Snute's got too much.
Yes, I feel like Snute. Okay, so close, but he actually gets all the. Oh my god, Snute!
Oh my god,
that's sick.
Snute.
That was a sick dodge there.
Snute is making it happen.
Wow, if Snute is able to make it out of this group at the
against
Extreme
GSL
Masters,
semi-finalist.
yeah, that is just in China as well, you know. So it's not even like, oh, the Korean player is jet lag. No, that would just be another phenomenal performance by Snute. He's definitely not there yet. And True is droning up, so there's a good chance that this game goes on for a while, but that was a very, very, very big commitment by True, and he did not get what he was looking for. He got 13 drones, but for some reason, Snute still survived and came out 14 workers ahead.
Yeah, this is...
18 workers ahead in a ZvZ.
Man. I actually don't even know. I don't even know what to say.
What do you do?
I actually do not know what to say at this point. Snute has just made some incredible plays.
Oh, okay.
A lot of these drones are weak, but they're not dead.
No. But these drones are right now hoping for a couple of Banelings as life insurance, because this is risky. This is what is a good way to sum up this picture?
It's just, I don't know, man. That's a high risk. It's a high risk scenario.
Of course, ZvZ can still turn in no time.
Yeah, it can all change in the blink of an eye. There's actually some solid detonations from True. Losing a few more lings than you normally want to, trying to pick off individual Banelings.
It's very easy to get nervous as well in this matchup when you're ahead, and then suddenly you start playing too passive, you start playing too safe, and you're not able to capitalize on the lead that you had. A Roach Warren is going down now for True. True is still down 9 workers, but he has 7 more in production tab. Then again, Snute is confident enough to go back to full droning mode. Snute has overlords on this side of the map, so he sort of knows what he's playing against. Oh, what a nail-biting last game of the day. Man, you know, despite this being such a long night, we've really been spoiled with some great games of StarCraft.
Yeah, these have been really good, and I like that we're starting to see the pendulum swing a little bit back towards True as Snute tries to bring a little bit more pressure towards him. So this is nice because Snute can just buy time for himself, but You know what is really crazy is just how late the tech is, because that lair
Yeah, for
is
both.
only just now beginning for Snute.
Yeah, but there is no layer at all.
And now it's just starting for True.
Yeah. Because this was like this was True's doing as well. It's not like Snute asked for this type of game. Yeah, you could say he was a little greedy. He delayed his speed, but man, oh, what a phenomenal crisis management by Snute, man. I'm still super impressed that he just not did crumble under the pressure there that True threw at him. 17 workers have gone down throughout the entirety of this game. All drones are back to full HP. That's good news.
Yeah.
16 drones, Nate. 16 drones with +1 missile attacks, a solid 100 seconds ahead. Snute is gearing up for a very, very powerful attack.
Yeah, this is a very big push that Snute wants to do, and that +1 attack is going to finish so much faster than anything that True has.
Roach
I
speed.
think you could actually just kill him with this.
Roach
It's
speed,
very possible.
Roach speed.
He wants the extra roach. He wants the money.
Oh, you need
Actually,
you need roach speeder.
yeah, Snute is actually just so incredibly high. His resources are so incredibly high. He's supply blocked, which is a bit
You
unfortunate.
really need roach
Yeah,
speed.
Snute just starts 6 overlords.
He still needs roach speed. I'm not looking away from this roach one until it starts wiggling.
It's not
Okay.
gonna wiggle. He's not gonna spend the money on it. I agree. I'd like to see roach
No.
speed though.
He is gonna. This is a mistake.
Maybe someday. Maybe
He's
someday.
gonna realize it as soon as he steps off grip. I think he's gonna
Yeah,
start
he's
doing
like,
it now.
oh no, my roaches are so slow. He starts +2 attack before he starts roach speed.
He is 9 workers ahead, or excuse me, 9 roaches ahead, but they're slow roaches. Snute.
Yeah, the reinforcements are gonna take forever to get there.
He could have had roach speed by now. It's a pretty quick upgrade. Gonna retreat.
He starts Carapace before he starts roach speed.
This is a mistake. I guarantee you. The nerves, I think, are getting the best of. I mean, he has to realize this eventually, right? Like, this is Snute. This is our foreign hope.
He's getting Baneling speed before he gets roach
Yeah,
speed.
this is a mistake, Nate. I'm telling you. This is not on purpose. No one in his sane mind would delay roach speed this long. Then again, he's defending, so right now there's no man overboard just yet. He's also enjoying an economy of the gold base. So for the first time, he's actually like not down in hatcheries either. Oh, there we go. Fires up roach speed.
There we go.
Snute, if you ever funk with my heart like that again.
So does he just push with +2 and +1 Carapace? I guess he could do that.
I think, yeah. You can also just like be too afraid to push.
Yeah, I felt like with how fast Snute maxed out, he had a really nice opportunity to just get aggressive a bit earlier, but oh well.
He's still in a good position. He has, I feel, map control in a way. He's mining up the gold, which means that he has 4 drones more. I guess by the time the both players are going to fight, man, these queens are on a mission as well. Look at this one queen. She's a veteran. Oh, okay, a lot of roaches. This time, Snute again with his 22 banelings, by the way.
Snute really likes this Baneling
Yeah.
thing in ZvZ.
On creep, I can definitely dig it. Off creep, I often have mixed feelings. On creep, there are a bunch of roaches on the right side. True is actually just gonna go for it. Upgrades-wise, it is 1-0 against 1-0. But these Banelings should get really good connections this time.
Yeah. Well, the thing is,
Queens.
there's still Banelings versus roaches. And the next wave is going to come in.
Oh,
True
God.
actually hits from both sides, and Snute.
Yeah, this was a good fight for
This
True, but
fight really couldn't have got too much worse. The one thing that's really nice for Snute is that he just has so many resources in
Yeah.
the bank.
he's losing. He's gonna lose a few queens here and there. He's gonna lose a few drones, but of course, with all the reinforcements that are spawning, Snute will live, and he still has this gold base, so that is very good news for him. But he lost 10 drones in the process. He's gonna replace 6 of them immediately. But next time he will have an upgraded advantage though, and that is
Yeah.
something that is still going to be massively in his favor. He is sitting right now on 2-1 roaches against 1-0. True is gonna try to snipe this gold base, but Snute is gonna say no, not today. These roaches are trapped, Nate.
Yeah, he's not going to be able to escape from this position. And
Oh my
Snute
God.
gets right on top of him with these upgraded
Hot
advantage
to death.
forces. Snute,
That
he
might be
wants, yeah, he wants to go on. He wants to make it to the next stage of IEM Shenzhen, and he certainly
I think
is
he's gonna
on
do
a
it.
path to do so.
I think he will. There is 185 supply of Zerg on the map right now for Snute. He has 41 roaches with 2-1 upgrades against 2-0 upgrades from True. But True has almost no units anymore, then True doesn't have a gold base either. No, Snute, you're respecting him too much. This is your moment.
Finish him.
Finish
You know?
him!
He's wobbling back and forth. He's in a daze.
Gonna do it, Nate. No. Gonna check my changelings.
Oh man.
Alright. I have 61 roaches, my opponent has 30. No! You know, like whatever happens, Snute is in a really good position, but if you let your opponent max out, there is always a way for him back into the game. This is weird, by the way. Snute is normally not a player that second guesses himself and an advantage.
Yeah, I'm really not entirely sure what he's worried about at this point.
I think he's just
he
overestimating the
doesn't-
bank of his opponent.
Yeah, he just doesn't realize how far ahead he is.
I mean, let's not forget that, you know, for us this was very easy to say after that crazy situation that we had early on, how it looked and how it all played out. I think as Snute, when you lose 17 workers, it's very hard to say. Did True only make Zerglings, or was it Zerglings, drones, Zergling, drone, Zergling, drones, or like Zergling, Zergling, drone, drone, Zergling, Zergling? I think it's really hard to make that call. So it's a lot easier for us, and the last thing you want after you just massively win a fight like that is throw away your advantage. But I would have loved to see him just try scout a little harder with these overseers, because now True is maxed out again, and it can still theoretically go wrong. As long as the player is maxed out, it can go wrong. Snute is ahead in any possible way, don't get me wrong, guys. He has map control, he has map vision, he has banings, roaches. He has everything going for himself, but it is more likely that you're going to lose max out versus max out than 200 supply against 130.
Yeah. The thing is, Snute still he's been maxed out so much longer that the advantage of not attacking is he will remax much more quickly than True can, but he needs to be cost effective in this fight. Moving up the ramp, the spread for True's roaches is just so good. Like the Baneley's movement, now the Baneley's get some solid connections on True's forces.
Still a beautiful concave though over here for True. He has his spine crawler working, helping out a little bit as well. But of course the upgrade advantage is still in Snoot's favor. And I still see more red roaches over here as well than I see blue ones. There are 29 reinforcement roaches on the way for True, but perhaps it doesn't even matter. Maybe the Banings did enough damage over here. Snoot is going to retreat. Man, he plays his hot save. You know, we had the Spoon Terran in the name of Torzane, but what is softer than Spoon, Nate? He's the Sponge Zerg.
I don't even know what that.
Well, like he's beating someone to death with a sponge.
Oh, sponge.
Yeah, sponge. Like SpongeBob.
Okay, I can see it. He is beating him to death with a sponge. That just doesn't sound fun.
No, he's like slowly suffocating him with a sponge. You can kind of breathe through the sponge, but eventually it's gonna be too hard.
Now you got like SpongeBob like smothering people. Is that what's happened here?
I don't know, man. You come up with a better name.
It's okay.
Like no.
My analogies are pretty bad.
Okay, now
so
True is
I can't
maxed
blame
out again, but this time it's 60 Banelings. So how do you split against 60 Banelings?
Oh, in Terran vs Zerg you don't.
Oh
and I guess for True he doesn't either.
No, he does not split.
The Bane train is real, man.
Control F2, no, True, you need to use all of your units. I feel like only some of his he's still busy splitting. Like, still True is probably like, what's wrong with this crazy Norwegian Zerg, and why does he have 60 Banelings rolling into my roaches? I do not normally micro like this. Snoot's gonna do it, Nate. What a fantastic performance by Snute, man.
Yeah, it's really been awesome to see his play in this group. Just really, really awesome, dominating performances, and this it's really all that needs to be said, I think.
Yep, Snute is once more living up to his reputation as foreign hope, as foreigner that can make deep runs in very stacked tournaments. And let's not forget that some of the players Snute took out on his way to qualifying to the Intel Extreme Masters. He went through a very, very difficult bracket as well, and now he makes it out of a very, very difficult group. Just absolutely amazing. If you're a fan of Snute, and if you're Snute yourself, then you can be very, very happy, because this was an remarkable performance by a young Norwegian Zerg who will advance a second place finisher in Group B behind Ace's Innovation.
Yeah, really awesome play and cool results. Our probably number one, I'd say, when you look at all the the couple non-Korean players that participated in the group stage, definitely Snute has been on top of his game. So really impressed to see him move on with Innovation, as you had mentioned. So that's really good play.
Yeah, it was. It's been a very long night for us, and it's been a very long night for the guys in the production room. So we're going to keep it short. We want to thank everyone for watching. If you just tuned in and you're like, what? IEM happened? What happened? Well, in Group A, early today on the main stage, and the guys that are currently on location in China, they brought that stream to you. We saw Zest win his group and San be the runner-up, so two Protoss players advanced. Now, over here in our studio in normally sunny Burbank, California. This time it's not that sunny because it's 4 a.m. in the night. We saw Innovation win Group B, and we saw Snute, our very own little Snute. I'm so happy for Snute, being the runner-up of Group B. and that means that Stork and True are eliminated in Group B. And earlier today we saw Illusion, our American Terran, and Jakji, our European/Korean Terran player, being eliminated as well. So that's it. That's all. We will be back tomorrow at most likely 10 p.m. Pacific from our studio, but of course the main stream starts a little sooner, and this is normally when, if I talk really slowly, then I want the production crew to give me a cue in my ear about what time we actually start, Nate, because I don't know. I think it's 6 p.m. Pacific, but I could be wrong.
Who knows?
Production
man.
crew? Damn, production
6
crew
p.m.
just confirmed. 6 p.m. Pacific, which is 9 p.m. Eastern, which is 3 a.m. for you Europeans. This is when IEM will be back. That's the main stream, and 4 hours later, we are back on Group D, or maybe C if they want Group D. I don't know what's going to happen. What I do know is that 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, 3 a.m. Europe, and then 10 in the morning local time Shenzhen is when we are back with the Introductory Masters Day 3. Thanks everyone for watching. Nate, the final last words are for you.
See you in a few hours for the Battlegrounds Detroit qualifiers, yo.
Yo. Peace.